On September 23rd, I moved into Davis and got my ID card. 2 days later, on September 25th, I lost my ID card. So yeah, I lost my ID card. September 25th was 2 days before school started. So Davis was offering these tours you could take to see where your classes are so you don't get lost on the first day. So of course I went because I didn't know where any of my classes were at this point. And on this tour, you were supposed to bring your class schedule, which makes sense. And I did what most people did and just had a picture of it on my phone. Well, the problem with having it on my phone is that means I had to keep pulling my phone out of my pocket. But I had one other thing in my pocket, which was my ID card. And the problem with that is that every time you pull out your phone, there's a chance that your card might come with it. See, like imagine I'm taking my phone out now, but the card comes with it by accident. So I'm guessing one of those times that I pulled my phone out, my ID card came with it. Because in the middle of the tours, I realized I lost my ID card. So I was kind of in a panic. But after thinking about it, I kind of calmed down and I realized that the only thing I can do from here is to move forward and try to get my ID card back. So I went to the Student Services Center where all the mailboxes are and stuff. You can ask some questions. And I asked them, I was like, I lost my ID card, what do I do from here? Can you guys get me a new one? And they're like, we actually can't get you a new one, but you can get a new one at the Memorial Union. They can set you up with a new ID card. So I was like, okay, sweet. So I checked my map and I was like, Memorial Union can't be that far. And it was that far. It was on the other side of campus. You see, I'm in the Tercero residence halls, and the Memorial Union's all the way in the top right of the map, which is pretty much on the opposite side of the map for me. And it being my third day there, this was a really far distance. So I did what needed to be done, and I rode my bike to the Memorial Union. When I got there, I quickly found where you get your new card. I filled out the form and I gave it to the lady, and she gave me my new card. It was easy as that. But just to be extra sure, because I traveled so far, I wanted to make sure this card worked. I asked her, will this card get me into my room and allow me to buy food? And she looked at me and she was like, yeah, it will. And then after getting my new card, I biked back to the room. And it's been like 3 hours since I've been in the room, because you know, I was on the tour and then I lost my card, and that's pretty much all that happened. That took 3 hours. I get to my building, I swipe my card, and there's a red light. I was like, okay, it's a new card, maybe you need to break it in, which I don't know what that means. You can't really break a card in. So then someone else let me into the building. So then I go to my room and I swipe my card, and another red light. So I swipe it like 4 or 5 more times, and I get nothing but red lights. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. But at that same moment, I got an email, and that email said someone found my ID card and turned it into the Student Services Center. If that was you, thank you. So I go back to the Student Services Center and I explain the new situation. I told them I came in earlier and I lost my ID card, so they told me go to the Memorial Union, and then I got a new one and it doesn't work. But then I found out that my old one was there, and they were like, oh, of course the new one doesn't work. I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, we have to initialize it first. And then in my head, I replayed that conversation with that lady. Will this card get me into my room and allow me to buy food? And she looked at me and she was like, yeah, it will. And so because I got a new card, they had to deactivate my old one, and now I have this one, and it works. It's been working for like a week now. And then after that whole situation, I decided to have a bag of Cheetos as a little pick-me-up. Well, that put me even farther down. I was eating the bag of Cheetos and then I dropped them and they fell this way. So all the Cheetos fell out. And after that, I realized that sometimes your day just sucks. And yeah, that's pretty much the story of the time I lost my ID card on the 3rd day I was in Davis. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was entertaining. And you know, in the end of the day, it was all my fault I lost my ID card. But you know the saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So now I keep my ID card in my wallet in the same exact pocket, so I know exactly where it is at all times. And I lost it. Okay. Let you down.